Hi, I'm Prima with the Just Prima Show. The last few weeks, you got to see who I am with my friend Rosolo the Phoenix. Tonight, you're going to get to see who they say I am. And so will I. Stay tuned. We'll be back in a moment.
Tune in. If you think you knew me, you didn't really know it all. I've been through my shared struggles and I'm still here standing tall. Never the type to fold. If I fall, I wouldn't fear. I'm giving you all of me. This my blood, love, and tears. If you think you knew me, you didn't really know it all. I've been through my shared struggles and I'm still here standing tall. Never the type to fold. If I fall, I wouldn't fear. I'm giving you all of me. This my blood, love, and tears.
My name is FAATIMAH, and I am Prima's cousin. I am a customer service specialist in the express claims department for a well-known insurance company.
My name is LANCELOT McKenzie. Originally, I'm from Jamaica. I moved from Jamaica to New York and Florida, then Georgia.
Hi, my name is Libby Ridley. I work for the Arthur Blank Foundation in Atlanta, Georgia.
My name is Kim Murray, and I am Prima's cousin. Cousin, sister, best friend. We kind of fall into all of those categories.
Good afternoon. My name is Nelson Dean. I'm an associate pastor at the Fellowship of Faith Church International in East Point, Georgia, and I'm blessed to be here with you.
Hello everybody, my name is Dee Smith. I'm the owner of Mindful Evolution.
Good afternoon, my name is Goddess Anika and I am the founder of Goddess Evolution, which is a movement for women who are ready to evolve, expand, build, and heal. Ultimately, a movement for women who are ready to evolve into the greatest expression of themselves.
How I met Prima, it was in grade school. I don't remember the exact age, but I do remember coming down and visiting with her and her 4 boys at the time. It was just 4 of them. And we would spend the night, play, chat, all kinds of stuff. And that was the beginning of our relationship. Of course, it transformed over the years as I got older.
I was working for Quest Diagnostic as a floater. And what that means, I moved from location to location. And I went to this office that we were taking over to train the staff that were there to do the process like how Quest wanted to do it. So this is where the first time I've come across and met Prima.
I met Prima September of 2007. I just moved back to Smyrna, Georgia from Peachtree City or Peachtree Corners. I was having a card game and had some friends to, trying to get some friends over to play cards, and one of my friends called Prima over, and that's actually how I met her. And we've actually been friends ever since.
I met her, when I came into this world. She's been a cousin of mine that we were close growing up. Her mother and my mother and father made sure that we kept in touch. So even though we didn't live in the metro area, we always loved to come and see Prima.
I'm here to discuss or share with you my relationship with a very important person whom I've met for close to 40 years through our ministry. And that person, of course, is Prima Lohman, and I'm blessed to also be here representing her.
How I met Prima is remarkable. I think that it was a gift from God. She was in my doctor's office, and I had a visit with her. She was drawing my blood, and we started talking, and she remembered my grandkids and my children by name, and she remembered me. So the first meeting, the second and third, was like, I know this person. I know her personality. I know her soul. So I told her what I did. And she was impressed because we were on the same wavelength, so to speak. I think we're from the same tribe. She believes in healing and helping people, and so do I.
I met Prima, I want to say like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I met her because I was facilitating a goddess gathering. And when I say goddess gathering, it is a gathering for women who really understand the value of stepping into their feminine dominion. These are women who are ready and see the value in understanding the necessity of knowing and understanding what it means to be a full embodied woman. And so I was teaching this, facilitating this gathering at the time. And that's what I do. I do this at Phoenix and Dragon Bookstore. And when Prima came into my gathering, immediately I knew that this was a woman, a remarkable woman. When she walked in, she had a presence that was undeniable.
It's Prima with the Just Prima Show. Have you ever been misunderstood or ridiculed, maneuvering through life pretty much alone due to the judgment of others that think they know who you are? If so, it's likely that you can relate to my story. I'm an open book. Ask me what you want to know. Check me out every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on YouTube at Caribbean Life TV or Just Prima, JUST-Pr1ma. Tune in. See you then.
Who is Prima and how would I describe her? The first word that comes to mind when I think of Prima is unorthodox. Specifically to her generation and what you would expect from most of who would be considered my elders. She isn't the average woman from her generation. So she is unorthodox, which makes her relatable to those coming after her and maybe some from her generation as well.
It's like I've known her all my life. She was warm, welcoming, and she was very honest in her question that I asked her. The thing that brought me and Prima together was that she always talked about her grandmother, and I grew up with my grandmother also. So that was the connection between me and her. Prima is one of those people that when you meet them, you feel like you know them all your life.
Prima is very passionate about her family. She loves her family. She will fight you about her family. She's beautiful, very, very outgoing, very voiceful. She's not shy about speaking at all.
Prima is a handful. She's a sweetie pie. She's a hellraiser. She's a mother. She is a good friend. She is someone that will go above and beyond for you. She loves to have a good time, and she likes to make sure other people have a good time. I think that's the number one thing. She likes to make sure people are happy.
Prima, of course, has changed over the years, and so the young lady that I knew so many years ago and that I know now is totally different. but we developed a relationship again through her parents and through the church and through the TNT, or Totally New Teens teen ministry that she participated in.
Prima is a woman who I have learned so much from. Her essence is one that is, how can I really explain it? It's kind of difficult to explain because she is unexplainable in that when you come into her field, immediately you can sense the love that is present. When you experience Prima, you will never be the same. How do I know that? I have worked with her about 2 to 3 years now. If I was to describe Prima, what would I say about her? It's so many ways to explain and describe this amazing woman, and trying to condense it is pretty much impossible for me because I can go on and on and on and on about Prima. But what I will say is, when I think about her, if I could summarize or give her a phrase, I would say she is indeed a phenomenal woman, as described by Maya Angelou. I would say she is the Proverbs 31 woman, a virtuous woman, a woman of high moral values and standard. How can I say this? Because I've been in her presence for the last 2 to 3 years, and she has never compromised her integrity. When Prima says she's gonna do something, she does it.
I think she shows up as a mentor. I think she shows up as a motivator, a person that encourages other people to be the best person that they could be. I see her as strong. She's a strong mother. She's a strong person. She's not shy and she's not bashful. She's that type of person, and I don't know if you ran into that person, but the first time you meet him, you fall in love with him. I think I've said this before, but she's that person, really free.
I feel like she shows up as her authentic self. What you see is what you get. She's consistent. And what I mean when I say consistent, sometimes when you meet people, one day they might be happy, the next day they might be distant. Prima's pretty consistent. She's genuine, she's authentic.
Prima, one thing I've learned about her, she was very family oriented. Very family oriented. When you meet her on Monday morning at work, Prima, what do you do for the weekend? It's all about her boys, her grandma, her father. Growing up in Jamaica, me and my dad didn't have a good relationship. But being around Prima and the experience that she shared with me and the way she take care of her grandmother and into her father makes me start to take note and decide to, which Prima don't have no idea that I was learning from her. And I decided to even start a relationship with my dad. Just being as the experience that she shared with me and how she grew up, the hardship that she grew up in, and then turn around, love her dad, love her grandma, makes me want to try to have a relationship with my dad.
Prima's gonna be a star. She is going to be a star. We've been telling Prima for a while she needs to get a reality show because she's funny. She's funny. Very funny and very honest. Don't ask her a question if you don't want to know the answer. Please don't. You might get your feelings hurt. Just saying.
With a bang. Wherever she shows up, you know she's there. She's gonna be in the middle of everything that's going on. She's gonna have a lot to say in the conversation, and she's gonna make sure her point is heard and made and understood. May not agree with it, but you're gonna understand where she's coming from.
I want to say that confident, speaking what she believes, which is very important, speaking truth to you with confidence, and helping you, if needful, that you understand the truth as she perceives it and as she sees it.
Prima have had many life experiences which make her diversified, if I should say the least. She is a diversified woman, very versatile, and she can conversate on many, many different topics. And even if she don't know you, when you enter into her presence, you will feel as if you've known her forever. She never meets a stranger. She's a woman of love, a woman of compassion. And when I talk about relatable, she have all these different experiences where people from all walks of life can identify and really, really resonate with.
What makes Prima interesting? She's relatable. There aren't many topics that she wouldn't be able to talk about or share some type of experience regarding the specific situation. And if she doesn't have anything specific to relate to it, then she's always open to learning or open to broadening her horizon regarding that specific topic or circumstance.
Pr1ma has this unique laugh about her. It's like it's contagious. I work with Pr1ma is like, it's an attraction, but it's not on a sexual attraction. It's an attraction that you want to be in her presence at all the time. It's a person you want to be around. She's very kind. I remember I was telling her that I want to bring enough water come to work, but I don't have the container to get it. And the next day I come to work, she bought me this big igloo. Even until today, I have the igloo at my house that when I'm having party, that's what I make my rum punch and keep it into. She go out, she'll buy you some pens. Very kind. But oh my God, she's family oriented to the teeth. I've never seen a person like that.
Prima's interesting again because she's very, very honest. She's gonna tell you exactly how she feels. And she'll tell you, you shouldn't do this or you shouldn't do that. That's a good friend, very good friend.
Prima is interesting because, as I said before, she's always going to let you know what's on her mind. She's always going to make sure she says how she feels about a situation. And whether she agrees with you or not, the points that she makes are always relevant, and she can always make you say, that's a different way of looking at it. So you never know what's gonna come out of her mouth. I know she said that before. You never know what's gonna come out of Prima's mouth. Sometimes that's a good thing and sometimes it's not so good, but that's just who she is.
Part of what I just said to you about Prima is she speaks the truth as she perceives or knows it, which is very important when you have or you live in a world that so many people don't speak the truth or they don't know how to express the truth to you for fear of offending or whatever. That's not the Prima that I've known to grow up into a young woman. She's very straightforward, and which is a tremendous blessing for me in particular, because it has helped me to understand the need for myself to be somewhat like her. She needs people to speak truth to, and she's not afraid to speak truth to power.
What makes her interesting is her conversation about life. about her ancestors, about her trials and tribulations and how she has overcome. That's information that I feel that the whole world needs to hear. It's that old song, How I Got Over. Well, this is how Prima got over, and she tells her story as such.
I witnessed her expand and evolve beyond my wildest imagination. I learned from her so much. I learned so much from her because there's so much to learn from her. And so if you ever want to encounter or experience someone who would tell you the absolute truth, hands down, without really, I think, let me just step back a little bit. She reminds me of the old school way. Like back in the day when our parents used to give us, and some of y'all may not know what this is, or you may be too young to remember, but it was this stuff called cod liver oil. And cod liver oil was this stuff that didn't really taste that good, but it was good for you. And so back in the day, our parents would give us that cod liver oil, and we didn't like it, but we knew it was good for us. And there's one thing about Prima. There may be some things that she may say, or whatever the case may be, that you may not necessarily like or agree with. However, you can almost guarantee that whatever it is that she has for you is going to be good for you. And because she is a woman of unconditional love, you can always receive what she has to say because you know it's coming strictly from a place of love.
What has made me listen to her over the years is, again, being relatable, being able to meet people where they are. Her sense of self allows her to be able to reach people from all walks of life.
The thing that would make me listen to her is her life experience that she had when she was growing up. And then at the same time, she turned around and she still loved the people that hurt her in life. And at the same time, she still finds the better in others.
Prima's certain parts of her life are unique to her, but I don't think her life is unique, which is a good reason for people to listen, because I feel like she could touch a lot of people who are going through maybe not the exact same thing, but things that are very similar to what she has gone through. She's been through a lot in her 49 years. I watch her have conversations with people, and when she delves into things that she's done and things that have been done to her and have happened to her, people are always saying, oh my gosh, I had no idea that you had been through that. Or how did you get through that? Or really, you danced? So I think that her testimony, and I feel like that is what this show is, a testimony, can help a lot of young people make it through the tough times that they are going through, and let them know that you can come out on the other side. You may come out a little battered and bruised, but you will make it through. And I respect her for that, and I think what she has to say is very important for people to hear.
She speaks the truth as she knows it, and she's not afraid to tell you the truth about yourself or a situation or life or whatever you're dealing with. And that's why she's so special as far as I'm concerned. My position, my title, that doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, to Prima regarding me. She's always respectful. She's always going to tell you the truth, which is important. One of the things that she has really blessed me with is sharing with me my importance to her and in her life at a time that she needed someone to speak to issues or speak to her about certain things. And there were things that she has shared with me that I had forgotten. But just the fact that she could say to me that I played an important role in her life meant the world to me, and continues to encourage me in how I relate to other people also. So Prima is a very, very special lady. I'm grateful, blessed tremendously to know her, to have known her family, especially her mother, who has meant so much to me as she shared her life on this earth. So I'm grateful and blessed to get to know her and to know her even more in a special way.
Is her intensity, her realness, her down-to-earth attitude, yet her sophistication in her selection of the words that she used. She articulates very well. Yeah, I could listen to her. I could listen to her every day. If she had a program on every day, I would sit there and listen to her as if I was listening to Oprah. Oh. That's it.
Well, she's gonna catch your eye first because she's beautiful. And again, she's gonna tell you the truth. Again, if you don't want to know, please do not ask her. But yeah, that's what's gonna make you listen to her. First off, beautiful. She's gonna catch your eye, and she's gonna tell you how it is. If you don't want to know, don't ask. That's Prima. Just Prima. Thank you.
So why would people listen to Prima? Well, I'm also a creator of what is called the Liberated As Woman. It's abbreviated for LAW. I came up with this project because when you understand the laws of the universe, the laws of life, the laws of finances, the laws of being a woman, then ultimately you become a liberated ass woman. You're free. You're limitless. And that's who Prima is. She is a free, bona fide, limitless woman. She's law. She's a liberated ass woman. So if you want to listen or follow or connect with someone who's liberated, who's free, she's not restricted. She's unscripted. She is everything and more. Prima is the one to listen to. So I thank you so much for this opportunity for me to share all that I could and all that I can about this woman who is beyond a doubt one of the most phenomenal women I've ever met in my whole life. I am so grateful for this opportunity. Thank you so very much. I love you, Prima.
Hi, just Prima here. You may think you know me, but I'm sure you don't. I'm an open book. Tell me what you want to know. Stay tuned every Wednesday at 8 p.m. on Caribbean Life TV or just Prima, Pr1ma on YouTube. See you soon. Please comment, leave any questions, and also email me at imjustprima, Prima@gmail.com. Thank you. Hi, it's Prima. I'm here to... I don't want to do that one. Never mind. See, I said I need my head right. I know. Shit. It's Prima with the Just Prima Show. In my previous shows, I shared parts of me, my blood, love, and tears, indirectly, people telling you about me, how I show up, and who I am. Also, we had my friend here, Rosolo the Phoenix, with Caribbean Life TV that was able to interview you. In my previous shows, you've heard who I am through my yes or damn no. You see it before it start rolling? Just count. Okay, we'll wipe this away. Count. Okay.
I ain't gonna let you get all the way through.
That's good. I appreciate it. My lips look shiny now. Instagram, YouTube, and any other thing they got out there. I don't damn know. I think you're wasting video. I'm gonna have to get me some other impromptu help. I will unapologetically no. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Why are you stop? Why are you still looking at me? I'm gonna stop. I'm starting over. It's Prima with the Just Prima show.
Cut it.
No, not yet.
Yes.
You mean like 2 seconds. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay. Don't I sound better? See? It's turned down. Hold on. Okay. Something went wrong. Hi, Just Prima here. I wanted to say thank you, one, for watching my bloopers. That's the happiest part of my show tonight because I wanted you to see me, just me. I have a special guest here tonight, Miss Shamika. She was one of the interviews that somehow we had some glitches in her video, and she's here to also share who I am before I come on and do my commentary about what I saw tonight. So, Miss Shamika, thank you for being here tonight, and I'm going to let you go forward.
Well, thank you for having me here. So here I go. Prima, let me start with the first question. Who I am and what do I do? My name is Shamika, as she said, and I'm a managerial accountant. And how did I meet Prima? I met Prima through a marriage to her cousin, but Prima is so real, so authentic. It feels like she's been my family forever, even though I was married to her cousin. That's how we became family. But anyhow, the next question, who is Prima? How would you describe her? Prima, how I would describe Prima? Oh my God, there are so many words you can use to describe Prima. Prima is gorgeous. She's intelligent. She is a beautiful person inside and out. She is authentic. She lives in her truth. And if there's anything you want to know, if you want to ask her, she's going to give you the honest truth. Let's see, how do you feel the shows? She shows up in the world. She shows up in the world as ready to tackle any project, ready to take on anything. She has been through a multitude of experiences, and that has made Prima so relatable to all walks of life. She is going to touch so many people. I mean, even me, I had some stories that I thought no one else could relate to, but Prima, she can relate to anybody, just about anybody's story. She has a warm heart. She meets no stranger. Anybody on the street, come up to Prima, you can see her glowing energy. To me, she's a gift. I tell her all the time, she's a gift from God. The world needs a Prima, and I am glad and blessed to be in her life, and I'm glad that she gets to show this gift to the world. The world needs Prima.
What makes me interesting and what?
What makes you interesting? You are an artist, and again, you are authentic, and you are so funny. Being authentic, she's going to tell you like it is, and her telling you like it is, she doesn't care if you get offended or not. But sometimes her telling you like it is, it's funny. You should listen out for her car chronicles. I can't wait for those because just in her car, in her own element, just hearing her, ask her a question and just wait for her response. She'll have you quiet and she'll have you just listen to her because she is amazing. I mean, she is a teacher. She's educated. And Prima has a degree. I mean, she's she's a very smart. There's so many words. I mean, there's so many words we could sit here and use to describe Prima.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Shamika. Okay. I want to first thank all the guests and people that were able to be available for the interviews, to give their comments. There were some others that we weren't able to get on due to audio, but I do want to say thank you to those as well. In life, there have been times that I have been at church services or when I attended college and Bible college that there were certain things, dates, that were important in a person's life. And a lot of times people focus on the date of birth and also the date of death. And what I found, excuse me, what I found to be important when it was brought to my attention is that what's really important is the dash in the middle. What do you do in the middle? What would people say about you in the middle? What would people say when you're gone? Are questions that people are often asked during funerals in particular, or when people are preparing eulogies. Who would people say you are? I am humble, grateful, thankful, appreciative, and happy, blessed that I walk what I talk, that how I want to show up, that it has been a testimony. The people that have testified today to say that I am, how I show up in the world. So I'm thankful that I am able to be that person. When I sat and I listened, I have a whole list, because remember I said we were going to see who they say I am. In my interviews, you were able to see who I said I was based on my questions from Rosolo. And to hear who others say I am and how I show up, I am eternally grateful. Grateful first to my Creator, grateful to the DNA, grateful to the parents that raised me, grateful for the experiences because they have made me resilient. They have made me the woman that I am today. Not always easy. As someone else stated earlier, that in life you'll have bumps and bruises, but they don't break you. I am going to read some of the things and maybe elaborate. And then I'll finish. Like, I'm freestyling the rest of the night. I'm glad y'all saw my bloopers, because that is something else I want you to see. I want you to know that I'm not perfect. Prior to starting, my heart beats really, really fast. I feel like I can't breathe. I have to drink, I have to walk, I have to pray. I did not intend on showing up in the world like this. Like I stated before, it was easier to write the book, because I felt like people that wanted to know who I am and people that wanted to read the story about who I am and how I show up in my life, experiences that aren't necessarily unique, but how I share them is unique. And me seeing the value in my story and the significance in my story, I felt safer in a book. So, you'll see bloopers from time to time. I am unscripted. So the things that I heard and I wrote down, one was contagious, free, confident, warm, loving. I am warm, I am an Aries. I am warm, I will warm you up, and I will also burn you. Fire, I'm a fire sign, Aries number one. Loving, compassionate, welcoming, a familiar kindred spirit. I do feel like the universe, God, has brought people in my life that do feel familiar. I don't meet strangers often. I have prayed from a teenager that God teach me to love and accept people as they are, so I am intentionally unbiased. Fun and funny, I do like to have fun. I like for everyone around me to have fun. Whether it's playing games, cards, talking, drinking, laughing, music, all of those things would accurately describe me. I am a handful. And again, I said that before, me being comfortable makes other people uncomfortable. I practice forgiveness. The same, I want grace and mercy, and I want to be forgiven, so I try to extend that. I I'm unorthodox. I would say that. A lot of people in my generation and my family, like, as I stated again in the past with my ancestral tree, when I said I stand on the shoulders of my ancestors, but also the heads of my ancestors, because they didn't always agree with me. And I'm sure they don't, but they love me anyhow, and I love them too. I am relatable. I am transparent. I'm honest, because so many things that I have experienced in life, people weren't always honest. They weren't always transparent. And particularly in the church, or the religious people close to me were not transparent, and made me feel as though I fell off, that I fell off the apple tree, but I was a plum. So I was the eyeball. And it did not make what they said to me very relatable, or it didn't make me feel comfortable any better. I felt judged, and I try not to judge people. I can be a hellraiser. I agree with that. I'm family oriented. I will express myself. I am opinionated. I do agree with the fact that it always comes from a good place. I try to operate in integrity. I am hospitable, so I agree with that. The cod liver oil. I didn't like cod liver oil, but I guess it was good for us in old school, so I guess I would have to agree with that. My mother told me about being beautiful. Someone else said that I was beautiful on the inside and the out. So I do want to say that my mother said it didn't matter how beautiful you are on the outside, because if you're ugly on the inside, you're ugly on the outside. Diversified. I'm a motivator. I am sacrificial. For those that are around me, I don't mind going the extra mile. I treat people like I want to be treated. I'm trying to think what else, because I can go on and on. Brave, respectful, authentic. I want to be authentic. I want to operate in integrity. I am loyal. My word is my bond. I will say anything. Anything. Whatever you're thinking, I'll say it. If you won't, I'll say it for you. If you won't do it, I am a risk taker. I do like that about me. I do like that I take risk. I teach my children and those close to me to take risk. I like that I honor myself and I stay true to me, because I'm not happy when I'm not true to me. And then if I'm not happy, not many people around me are going to be happy. I think I was going to say I'll stop. I am intelligent and easy to understand. I do try to break things down to the simplest denominator so that you can understand. What I would like to do, and I don't know if we can see them right now, but I would like for people to put any comments up, or maybe questions. Maybe the production team sees questions or anything that people may have for me, because I don't want to bore you with my life story and my opinions. I am optimistic. In my song, I said I see shades of gray, and I also look for the rainbow in the storms. So although things look dark, I try to find the good. I try to find the good in people. So I am grateful, thankful. Those people that did the interviews, only 2 of the people know each other in the same circle. Everybody else is from different parts of my life and may not be familiar with each other. So I'm thankful that my life is a testimony. I'm thankful that I can share my life, and we're waiting, y'all. I said I was unscripted. So I'm going to put on my glasses. I love y'all too. Thank you for the words of encouragement that I have on here. These are the only ones I can see right now. I see someone from Monticello, Georgia, from Atlanta, Georgia, from Smyrna, Georgia. So again, thank y'all. Hello. Please continue to send me emails, comments, questions so that I can answer. I did see, I am nervous. I saw something that said, was I nervous? Yes, I am nervous. I am nervous. I am hot. I'm excited. I feel a range of emotions. And I might be stopping. Yes. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, just Prima, JUSTPR1MA. You can also watch on Caribbean Life TV on YouTube, Facebook, Prima K Donna, and on Facebook, Caribbean Life TV. Email me at I'm just Prima, Prima, @gmail.com. Next week, we will begin my life. The things that we briefly talked about in the interviews, I will be going more in depth as we move forward. So next week are the secrets in the household. A house that is built on secrets cannot stand. I will start from the beginning, finding out that the family that I thought was one way really wasn't, and how it helped shape who I am and how I continue to move through life. There will be times that I will have guests on, and there will be other times that I will not. There will be times that I may go live, and there will be times that I will not. So you'll never know how I show up every week. But again, please continue to follow me, like, share, subscribe on YouTube. I need all the support. Any suggestions, again, questions, comments, I welcome them. And I think with that, I'm going to end. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.